It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And the 76ers over the past few years undergoing perhaps the most drastic rebuild we've seen in a while. But Kenny, through it all, many fans were surprisingly supportive.
Yes. Well, the Sixers had been struck with mediocrity, but the fans respected that from the front office, and they're willing to risk everything to turn it around.
The fans were tired of short-sighted moves. They were happy for once to see a long-term plan. Embiid, Simmons, Fultz, all the result of TTP.
Trusting the process. Yeah, and now we're into the process of tossing to Kevin Harlan. Easier to trust that.
We are live, the home of the Raptors in wonderful Toronto. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bucks.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
You knew they weren't playing well. They tried to make some adjustments. Those got countered. This just wasn't their night.
Well, early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a 2-guard, or even a 3-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about. The strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Saric is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. Simmons and Fultz, the backcourt pairing. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. Now Ibaka. After the missed 3 from Joel Embiid. Poked loose. Here's Simmons. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Atlanta.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
shoots from the baseline. That one misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
And this is why Kyle Lowry is always mentioned among the league's elite point guards. He can do it all, Kevin. Score, defend, or create like a teammate, as he does there.
Here's Fultz. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And he gets it to go. Fultz has got his first points of the game. Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, speed will be on display this evening. He told his players, get out and transition every chance they get and try to turn this into a track meet. We'll see if they can have their running shoes on tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Shot's good by Simmons.
And Simmons is totally comfortable near the rim, using his body well to get the shot he wants.
Lowry kicks to right. Leonard on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Back to right. Rebounded by Covington.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
And a wide open look for Simmons. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And how about the presence of mind from Simmons going up right away with the shot?
Outside Lowry. This one for three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Lowry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Atlanta Hawks. And Simmons kicks to Fultz. Embiid wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Lowry passes to Siakam. And it's right, sending it back. They get it back, and he gets it back. Embiid, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. And that one hits back iron.
Man, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Another miss by Philadelphia. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Wright finds Leonard. Here's Siakam, covered by Saric. Lowry can't get it to go.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Wright, the pass to Lowry. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Covington against Leonard. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. 76ers trailing. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy. A moment now to see the stats for Embiid. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, put up about 23 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
Nobody near Leonard. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Leonard's got 8 points.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Now here's Simmons over Lowry. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. 6 points for him.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Lowry against Simmons. Leonard kicks to Lowry. Here's Ibaka. Good D by Embiid.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Fultz, no good. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Wright. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Lowry kicks to Wright. Pass to Siakam. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Šarić. Outside Leonard, beyond the arc. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Shots good by Simmons.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Wright with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that. And guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Ibaka. Monroe comes in for Pascal Siakam. Danny Green, he's checked in for Wright. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. You know, Doris, certain guards just have a knack for scoring in the post. When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade. If he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy, Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Now here's Chandler. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta. Now here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. Simmons finds Chandler. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Monroe. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chandler scanning the floor. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Muscala's checked in. Johnson, the pass to Chandler. Now, here is Muscala. And McConnell gets it to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Redick against Green. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Out to the right wing. Van Vliet passes to Monroe. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's McConnell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now the pass to Monroe. Here's Anunoby. Over Chandler. Here's Monroe. They kick it out to Green. Drills it from outside. And the Raptors lead by 9.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Muscala finds McConnell. Philadelphia moving the ball around. A drive by Redick. That one, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. To the wing on the left. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's Redick. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Atlanta. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
Stolen by Monroe. It's stolen by Johnson. The 76ers trail by 11. Inside, here's Chandler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Free throw good, Wilson Chandler. Well, after the Raptors fell short of their goals last season, you knew they were going to be changing some things up.
Well, obviously the first big move was moving on from Dwayne Casey as the head coach. And you think about Dwayne had brought the best years this franchise had seen, and they still felt it was time for a shift. Now, it's not necessarily his blame. Sometimes you just need to hear a new voice when you've ended in the playoffs the way they have over the last several years.
Raptors leading by 9. 1:11 left in the first. Van Vliet passes to Monroe. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Here's Redick after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by McConnell. Van Vliet kicks to Monroe. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Knocks it loose. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Chandler down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
That's good from Chandler. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Leonard the pass to Van Vliet. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Van Vliet. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on that one. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Toronto. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of his teammates.
You come in every day. Guys are in the gym every single day. So I used to think that I was always the hardest worker, but, you know, just coming to seeing guys, the amount of work that they put in, trying to get better each and every day.
And, Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Wilson Chandler out there with Amir Johnson. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Redick in at the 2 spot. No good on that one. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about, and seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake, and obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Redick, and Muscala kicks to McConnell. 6 to shoot. And the shot is good. Here's Van Vliet. Passes to Anunoby. Down low. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Here's Green. Rebound by Muscala. It's stolen by Green. He kicks to Monroe. Green against Reddick. Green finds Leonard. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
McConnell in the corner. Reddick surveying the D. Johnson. Good work defensively by Monroe.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Here's McConnell after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Inside, and Chandler throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself. He converted in a big way.
And Toronto has possession after the Sixers pick up 2. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him. You know what you love about watching OG Anunoby? You feel like you're watching a vet when you watch this guy. He doesn't seem to get rattled in pressure situations. This guy plays like he's been in the league for a decade.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Monroe. DeLon Wright comes in for Green, and it's Lowry in for Fred VanVleet.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And the shot goes in. Embiid's got his second bucket. And Doris for Anunoby, he has said he felt like he could compete with anyone.
Well, to me, Kevin, that's part of being able to be the defender he is. He's got strength and quickness to match up with most wings in the league, but confidence is critical.
The 76ers trail by 6. The shot by Chandler wide open. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Leonard against Covington. Leonard dishes to Wright. Over Reddick. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, he carves out the space he needs. Just the finish was not good.
Chandler, no good. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Lowry. Buries it down low. Lowry's got 5.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
Get there.
Volch kicks to Chandler. Pass to Covington. Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Count that one. Now it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Fultz. 8 points his last outing. Outside, Reddick. Over Wright, and it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Fultz. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Lowry. Right outside. Back to Lowry. Right outside. To the inside. Shot from 12. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. Yes, that goes in. 8 points for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's Redick. Pass to Fultz. Trying to get something going. The shot will not fall. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Anunoby. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby. Confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Anunoby. And then for Philadelphia, Sharge checked in for Chandler. And Simmons subbed in for Fultz. Now here's Covington. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Atlanta.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Was shot by Redick, no good.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold. I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Saric. And the Raptors with the ball. Lowry with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. The feet of Valanciunas. With some arc. And that one is off. Good D by Embiid.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The shot by Saric, no good. Toronto leading by 9. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on J.J. Redick. The Raptors have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. A baseline J. Siakam pulls it in. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. He gets it in there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Philadelphia's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now here's Simmons. And there's the pass to Covington. Misses the 3.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
Simmons against Lowry. Off the left rim and out. The 76ers trail by 13 from outside the arc. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Saric. And that's now 6 points for J.J. Redick. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Wright kicks to Siakam. Back to Wright. Lets the 3 fly. And the 3 ball is good. Wright's got 7 points in the game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Simmons against Lowry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for DeLon Wright. Embiid, the pass to Covington. Redick with it, guarded by Green. 4 on the shot clock. Redick finds Covington. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. Here's Simmons. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Johnson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for J.J. Redick.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Now, here's Lowry. 5 points in the game. Here's Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you, somebody fell asleep because the defense was not paying any attention to him. That's a huge blunder.
Kyle Lowry, one of the better rebounders you'll see at that point guard position.
Well, at 6'1", he does an incredible job rebounding the position, particularly given his size. And you love that he's committed to it long term.
Here is Lowry after the made shot from Joel Embiid. And the rejection by Embiid. And here we go. Philadelphia running again. Here's McConnell. That's tipped. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Valanciunas. Shoots over Embiid. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Charge has the open look. Offline with his 3.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
They get it again. Valanciunas. And he banks in the layup. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Well, I think, Kevin, this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
Here's Van Vliet. No good from Valanciunas. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Toronto. The 76ers trail by 10. And Simmons kicks to McConnell. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. Muscala, he's checked in for Embiid. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Lowry brings the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Van Vliet. Kicks it to Monroe. Back to Van Vliet.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates start getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Some guys rest on their accomplishments, not Kawhi Leonard. Shooting, ball handling, feet work. Ernie, I know feet work is not a word. You would probably say footwork. He's always looking to improve. And what we saw in the first half, the sheer polish to his game being the difference maker.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
I don't know how you're not a big fan of his game. He plays fast, aggressive, and if you let him get to the rim, he leaves nothing to chance.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here are the Raptors now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. White is out there with Lowry. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Siakam in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Ibaka, no luck. The 76ers trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. Toronto's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Wright over Fultz. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And defensively moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooting.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. Here's Lowry after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's Leonard. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Simmons against Lowry. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Fultz. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. With the teardrop. Shakes him. And he lays it up and in. Embiid's got 8 points.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the third.
Now, Wright. He has 7. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Here's Siakam, defended by Covington. Clock at 6. Wright for 3. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Fultz. Buries it from 3-point range. Fultz has got his second basket of the night.
And Fultz pulling from deep is a thing of beauty. Consistent in terms of burying those long ones from beyond.
Lowry finds Ibaka. Leonard against Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. Last season's performance for him averaged 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
The free throw drops for Leonard, and Philadelphia making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Leonard hits them both.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Wright. A second chance effort. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here's Fultz. 5 points in the game. Here's Simmons. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. And the shot goes in from Siakam. And now an 11-point Raptor lead.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Great showing for him last season. 5th in assists, 8th in steals, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Here is Lowry after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Takes the 13-footer, Lowry, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Chandler. Down low, got a piece of it. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Toronto Raptors.
Well, Serge Ibaka has been willing to become a modern NBA stretch 4. You have to be able to shoot the 3, and Serge is willing to follow the correct trends of the league. You love the adjustment.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Philadelphia. 76ers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Feeds to Simmons. Fades and shoots. Another miss by Philadelphia. Indoors with Ibaka, he has changed his offensive approach, but the defense stays the same.
Right, you think early on he was defined by his shot blocking ability, and I still think he can protect the rim. He knows how important an emphatic block can be for team-changing momentum.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
Well, let's remember, this guy was part of Team USA that went on to win gold in Rio, and if you remember, Coach K called Lowry the team's unsung hero. Very high praise for Kyle.
And Kyle Lowry drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And here's Fultz. 5 points in the game. Chandler outside. Embiid trying to break loose. The 76ers again can't hit it. Outside Lowry. The dish to Wright. And Ibaka kicks to Siakam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers trail by 11. Inside, Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Lowry. He dishes it to Ibaka. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Simmons passes to Redick. He kicks it to Embiid. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Ibaka outside. Lowry drives in. Wide open look. Siakam misses. The 76ers trail by 9. Chandler down low. Leonard's there. A good look from Embiid. A second chance effort. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Muscala's checked in. And Simmons kicks to Chandler. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooters.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First free throw is good. And last season, a very strong rookie campaign, Greg, for OG Anunoby.
You know, the team quickly learned that they could rely on him offensively. And it's rare to have a team trust someone taken 23rd overall that quickly. Surprised a lot of people with how efficient he was on offense right out of the gate. And I think you're going to see him continue to grow in that regard.
The 76ers trail by 12. Pass to Chandler. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. And that one falls for Greg Monroe. He's perfect from the line this time.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from McConnell.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Here's Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. Anunoby. Offline with his three. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Amir Johnson's checked in for Joel Embiid. Toronto on defense. McConnell finds Redick. Out to Chandler. Drops in the tray. Chandler's got it back down to within single digits for Philadelphia.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
Here's Van Vliet. Right side, Green. Monroe, the pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Green's got 5 now.
I tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
Green against Redick, snatched away. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Green slams it in.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chandler kicks to McConnell. Knocked away. Clock at 6. Step back shot, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help him climb out of this hole.
Here's Van Vliet. Monroe looking around. Van Vliet with the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
To the inside. Here's Johnson. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Monroe. Here's Anunoby. He's guarded by Chandler. Lets it go from 11. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The 76ers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And he makes the first.
I think the thing you like about Amir Johnson, he's extremely versatile. He's a big man with nice touch from the perimeter and a genuine tough guy.
Leonard, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Sharge checked in for Wilson Chandler. Now, here's McConnell. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. McConnell finds Johnson. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Redick passes to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you love seeing Amir Johnson move in the pick and roll. His mobility allows the big man to get exactly where he wants to go.
Monroe outside. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 11-point game. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Off target with the open look. Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas. And the pass to Green. Back to Valanciunas. Van Vliet passes to Valanciunas. From deep, Green hits it from three-point range. Green's got 10.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Muscala with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to McConnell. Johnson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The 76ers trail by 14. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. Dario Saric is out there with Johnson. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. Green finds Monroe. They kick it out to Green. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Valanciunas. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Fultz. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 5th foul.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Goes up off the inbound, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Saric nails them both. Raptors leading by 12. Leonard the pass to Monroe. And the jam by Craig Monroe.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Simmons. Fultz kicks to Embiid. Leonard with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Van Vliet. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. Siakam is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
The first one falls. And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
Saric nails them both. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Siakam far from the most skilled player on the floor, but Dorsey finds minutes through his hustle.
This guy has got one of the highest motors in the league. He can leak out in transition, finish in the open floor. I'll tell you, this is a jolt of caffeine in a power forward's body.
That free throw, no good. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Toronto. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. The 19-foot shot buries the jump shot. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Well, just terrific touch from the mid-range. That is something Kyle Lowry has always used to a major advantage.
Simmons against Lowry. Puts it up from 15. Here's Embiid. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he's able to get it back. And that one is good. 17 points for Joel Embiid.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Embiid against Ibaka. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Shoots over Embiid. Offensive rebound.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Lowry brings the double. Simmons against Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key. No good from Simmons.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
It's a beautiful jam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. That one is no good. Raptors leading by 15. Right from outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 6th assist on the night.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His 2nd triple tonight.
Simmons left side. It's stolen by Lowry. Simmons on the wing. Lowry covering. No good from Simmons. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Kicks to Fultz. Embiid finds Simmons. Over Lowry. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here's Toronto. They're on a 12-4 run. Siakam misses. The 76ers trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Covington wide open. He fires. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Raptors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Lowry against Simmons. Right side Lowry over Simmons, and it's blocked by Simmons. Here's Ibaka. That 3 off the mark.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Free throw drops for Covington. He hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the free throw line. It's stolen by Fultz. Here's Simmons. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 5th assist in this one. Lowry kicks to Siakam. To the middle. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
The 76ers trail by 19. Lets it go from 14. No good from Simmons. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Leonard on the wing. Back to Siakam. The kick out to Wright. Jacks up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Sharge with it. Now Wright defending. They get it back. Fultz. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, and all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Embiid against Ibaka. Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's Leonard. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And both free throws good for Covington. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Ibaka outside. Knocked loose. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
That free throw good from Fultz. And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
Raptors leading by 14. To the inside. Here's Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
2.
And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And he's good on the second. Here's Lowry. Pass to Leonard. Down low. Embiid with the steal. For three, Covington. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 6th assist on the night.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Now here is Lowry. And Leonard has it in the corner. Covington with the steal. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2. And both free throws good for Covington. Raptors leading by 9. Outside Leonard. Ibaka outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Outside Lowry. And again, Toronto no up.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Simmons got 21.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck getting shots to fall here. Just 2 of 7 down the stretch.
Leonard finds Monroe. Inside, here's Lowry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Raptors lead by 9. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-5 run. The pass to Fultz. High post, Embiid. In the corner, Simmons with it. Over Lowry. No good from Simmons. Raptors leading by 9. Right outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 9 assists now tonight.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. On defense, the 76ers. They trail by 11.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Here's Simmons. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And Wright kicks to Lowry. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Passes it to Leonard. Covington with the steal. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Covington. Raptors leading by 11. Monroe outside. Wright, the pass to Monroe. Back to Wright. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Wright's got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And the 76ers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. They get a hand on it. Back to Wright. Pass to Lowry. He kicks it to Monroe. Back to Lowry. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. And no good as it rattles out.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Leonard kicks to Monroe. There's the dish to Wright. Outside Leonard for the 3. Headshot off. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Toronto.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, we got to see this guy's full range of offensive ability. He scored at every opportunity and in every way imaginable.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
No, nor am I, Greg. There's no question. They're too far behind. Not their best effort, for sure.
Now, here is Lowry. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lowry against Simmons. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Raptors now. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.